in the squadron. They called him Bullets, but we call him Greg Kelly. Greg Kelly is on the air
on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
I know. Lou, when you talk into that IFB, just try to speak real loud in it. It's low and it's real noisy here when you can, if you can.
All right, we're on the air, right? From the parade. Tom, we're good? We're on the air? Wonderful, wonderful. Well, happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody. Coming to you live from 5th Avenue between 58th and 59th, right outside the Apple Store. It is a glorious day, not a cloud in the sky, a little bit chilly. And Irishmen and those who love Irishmen and women have been walking up and down this block, 5th Avenue, for, who are these people? Let's see. I like these kids. The North Babylon High School Marching Band. Little kids, where's the instruments? We got a bunch of girls with pom-poms. They're doing a great job. Green pom-poms. Very appropriate. And then we have the flag team. You know the flag team? They walk around with the flags. They do it in sequence. Very, very nice. Very nice indeed. And then behind them is the marching band. Things are going to get very loud. You know, I was in the marching band, played the saxophone. We generally walked in the back. Let's see how they have this thing set up. So, it's St. Patrick's Day. And so far, no real controversy other than that crummy mayor of ours making an appearance, hanging around the Gracie Mansion. They found the one Irish person who's on the side of the terrorists. And they had breakfast together. How about that Gracie Mansion? You know, when he was coming up the street here, I just missed it, but they had yellow tape, like crime scene tape, around his little entourage, so you couldn't actually get up close and personal. Not that I would want to, but it is kind of like a crime scene when you think about the mayor of New York City. All right, but we don't want to dwell on that. It is St. Patrick's Day, and we've got the Donut Man, who happens to be Jewish, but he loves Ireland. We've got, who else? Just jam-packed today. We're going to hear from some of the great Irishmen of New York City, including Ray Kelly, the former police commissioner, my dad, who was also the Grand Marshal of this parade in 2010. I was kind of spoiled by that experience. You know, I marched with him, and I don't know, we got VIP treatment. Not me, but him. I just tagged along. So I don't think I could ever march in the parade again. Unless someday, who knows, crazier things have happened. Could I ever be the Grand Marshal? Could that ever happen? I'll tell you what, before it happens, I gotta brush up on my Irish heritage and my Irish roots and all that stuff. I've only been to Ireland one time. And now who are these people? The Cavan, the O'Reilly. Hi. Hey. You, sir. You. I want you. No, I want you. Come here. You. I need one of you. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. You. Come here. Come here. I got to find out who this person is and what they... Have a seat.
Hi.
Check. Turn that microphone on. Madam, my name is Greg Kelly, and you're live on the radio. How are you?
I'm great. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone.
What's your name?
My name is Courtney Geelan.
Courtney, what's up with the Cavan O'Reilly? What is that?
Cavan is a county where the Geelans hail from, but we also hail from Mayo, Kerry, and Galway. It's a wonderful day today.
Man, you really know your Irish stuff. I tell you, my grandparents have passed. My great-grandparents, I never got to know them. I don't know enough about my Irish history. How did you get to learn all this stuff?
Well, my father started the Rockland County Fesh. I started step dancing when I was a little girl.
Like the river dance?
Like the river dance, traditional Irish dancing. Well, I got to get back to the parade. So
knock yourself out. No, have a great time. And do me a favor, just so we have it, we have to write your full name again.
Courtney Geelan.
That's amazing. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's
You
Day.
take care. Bye. How about that one? All right, where is he? Have him come on over. We have so many donuts here for St. Patrick's Day. They're not just any donuts. They're special St. Patrick's Day edition with green icing and the rest, and it's wonderful. I'm joined once again by Stephen Klein. He is the CEO and founder of Dough Donuts and Cello Pizza. Welcome back, sir. It's good to see you again. Why don't you step right up into that microphone, huh? Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Thank you.
I get the vaguest sense that possibly you are not Irish.
You're absolutely right.
Well, you love Irish people, and
I
you
love
WABC loves you. How are things going so far?
Unbelievable. We're giving out some free Irish green donut holes, and people are loving it, and it's our pleasure.
I don't think I've ever seen that, by the way, and I've been to a lot of these parades. Somebody handing out high-quality baked goods, and you're not fooling around. You got about 10,000 of them. Look at that, right there. It's happening. Those are all your donuts.
Yep.
By the
all
way,
in green.
thank you for your sponsorship. Where is Dough Donuts? DOUGH. Where are you guys?
We're located on 14 West 19th Street, Rockefeller Center, Upper East, 78th Lex, Upper West on 72nd Street, near Broadway. We're in Brooklyn.
Hold on a
and
second.
in Queens.
Let's listen to these. Okay, they stopped. Thank God. That tuba was really something. Hold on. Central Islip Marching Band. I just saw something I thought I would never see. There is a girl playing the baritone saxophone. That is one hell of an instrument. All right, Stephen, thank you very much. They're gone now. They're terrific, but they're loud.
Yes.
What does St. Patrick's Day mean to you? I mean, you're not Irish, but on a day like today, let's face it, everybody's Irish.
Correct. And also, growing up in Brooklyn, I was in an Irish community, and every St. Patrick's Day, I feel that the Irish just enjoy themselves so much. It's a happy day. It's non-political. People just have a great day.
Well, it's a little bit political. We just had Mamdani walk by, and he found the one person who likes ISIS to march with. Can you believe that one? The one Irish person who likes ISIS. Well, maybe saying they like ISIS is a little much, but they certainly weren't on the good side in the whole October 7th thing, in my opinion. Let's see here. We've got the Ancient Order of Hibernians, New York State Board.
They're from Orange County.
I personally would not march in a parade unless I had an instrument or I could juggle or something like that. You know what I mean? Or
That's a good idea.
just to be me. Although then again, these Hibernians, they've got the most beautiful sashes, and that is definitely worthwhile in a parade. Well, we are live right outside of, to give you an idea, we're right outside the Apple Store, which is a block and a half away from Trump Tower, which is directly in front of the plaza, catty corner to Bergdorf Goodman, and across the street from Bergdorf Goodman Men's. They split off a while ago. That used to be FAO Schwartz, the toy store where the Bergdorf Goodman Men's shop is, and I remember it vividly as a kid, going there, begging my parents for toys, begging them just strongly enough that they gave in and bought me the 007 car that turned into a submarine in Nobody Does It Better. What was it? The Spy Who Loved Me.
Oh, right.
The Spy Who Loved Me. All right.
Sean Connery?
Who do we have? No. That was
Which
definitely
one?
well into the Roger Moore era.
That was the Roger Moore era.
Which, to be honest, he's my favorite Bond. The most
Mine was actually Sean Connery.
Sean Connery, obviously, he's the gold standard, right?
Correct.
But to me, Roger Moore, he was always cracking jokes, and he seemed to do
True.
better in the women's department.
Yeah.
Who are
Sean
these?
Connery wasn't too bad.
He was no slouch. I once, hey everybody, happy St. Patrick's Day, happy St. Patrick's Day. Well, we thank you very much. The donut situation here is amazing. Folks can go to Dough Donuts. What's your website, Stephen?
DoughDonuts.com.
Dough Donuts. Dough, like DOUGH, right?
and then donuts spelled the long way, DOUGHNUTS.
Oh, that puts
The-
quite the.
That's a long one, but the original
That's the
type
way
of
it's.
donut was supposed to be.
It's the way it's supposed to be. Are you on social media as well? You're all over the place.
Yeah, we have an Instagram account, which is also Dough Donuts. We have an Instagram for Cellos, which is Cellos NYC. And we have a ton of famous people following us. Actually, we have Conor McGregor, who follows
Oh, wow.
Dough, and we did a partnership with him for his whiskey.
Oh, that's
Proper
wonderful.
12.
Absolutely wonderful. Look at these people waving. Nice big sashes, and some not with sashes. That's okay. The sergeant at arms for the parade, getting a picture over there with Sid Rosenberg, who's wearing green on this very festive, beautiful day. We're very thankful for a peaceful day in New York City. Quite frankly, it looked a little touch and go there earlier. There looked like a massive fire in Midtown Manhattan, and then we had a report of an unexploded suspicious device over at Lincoln Center, and people were on pins and needles just about 90 minutes ago. But so far, this has been spectacular. Police, by the way, are everywhere, and so are garbage trucks. You know, I don't know who came up with that, but it's such a great idea, garbage trucks to provide
Blocking
a
the
level
street.
of security. What do you think there, Stephen?
Excellent. Safety is the most important thing for these parades.
Safety and having a good time. And you know what I'm reminded of? It's all free. You don't have to wait in line. You don't have to have a ticket or a special pass. You just have to be a person who loves a good time. This band, I can't. This looks like the New York Mets band, but it's not. Who do we have here, Steven?
Which one? Sid?
No. These guys right here. Well, they're wearing blue, whoever they are, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Although you can't really be that well dressed on St. Patrick's Day if you're not wearing a little bit of green. Just a little bit of green. Okay, now we have County Wexford Association of New York with that great Irishman, John Barry, Commodore, father of the American Navy. Huh. How are you, everybody? How's it going? And the colors of this Commodore appear to be yellow and purple. Commodore John Barry. You know, there is so much history to learn. There really is. You can never, ever, ever know enough. Sometimes it seems so daunting. So, oh my gosh, where do you even begin? I tell you where I'm going to begin. A trip to Ireland. Have you ever been, Stephen?
No, actually, I'm on my way to Ireland.
You're when are you going and why?
There's potential cellos might open up in Dublin.
A Cello's Pizza.
In Dublin.
Wow. Can you get donuts at the pizza shop, or are they totally exclusive of each other?
They're totally exclusive of each other.
We got an Irish pub band coming by with a lot of bagpipes. Let's listen to that for a second. Very nice. And they're all wearing kilts. Kilts with those pocketbooks in front. Ladies of the Ancient Order of Hibernians, that's Suffolk County. Wonderful.
With smiles.
Hi, how are you? Beautiful, beautiful sashes.
With great smiles.
Please, you. I need one of you right now. Come here. You. Come here, please. Yes, you. Come on over. Come on over. We'll make sure you catch up with them. Stephen, we'll talk to you in a minute.
Okay.
How do you do, madame? What is your name?
Trisha Sheehan.
Trisha. You are with, it seems like it's Gaelic. How do you say?
Ancient Order of Hibernians of Patchogue.
That's wonderful, and you guys look great. How often do you get together?
Once a month at least.
Once a month at least, and what do you guys do when you all come together?
We get together, we raise money for charities and activities.
Well, it's absolutely beautiful. One more thing. How does it feel to be walking down Fifth Avenue? You're it. This is it, St. Patrick's Day, and you guys are it.
Awesome.
I'm so sorry that your group is about a block away now. Thank you so much, Trish.
Thank you. Take care.
Take care. Take care. Nice to see you. That was very nice. Thank you.
That was
Steve.
gorgeous.
You know, some people are a little bit microphone shy. We can't say camera shy, microphone shy. Hey, there goes the Grand Marshal. Hello there. How are you? Thank you so much. Good to see you. I always got to deal with the paparazzi. You know what I mean there,
I know,
Steven?
you're so famous.
Yeah,
You
I
gotta
can
be
handle
careful.
it, though. I can handle it. All right, we have a bit of a lull right now.
Nope, here we go.
Oh, wait, who's coming now?
And with kilts. Nice kilts.
Nice kilts?
Yeah,
You're like
nice
me.
kilts.
All right, we're looking for a name and a date.
And the Irish flag.
Beautiful plaid skirts. They're not skirts. They're kilts. They're kilts.
Kilts.
All right, let's see if we can make out their...
There
hey, Kevin, if you don't mind, tell me what that patch says over there. Get a good look. Got the Grand Marshal with... okay, here we go. The Saffron United Pipe Band from Babylon, New York. Well
Suffolk
done.
County.
They
Also.
look sharp. They sound very crisp. How are you, Lieutenant? Good to see you. One of NYPD's finest, one of New York's finest just went by. In full dress uniform, I might add.
Yep.
You know, you don't see as much of that as you used to on the streets. You see it at one police plaza. You see it at places like that. Okay, who do we have? Dover Middle School, Dover Plains.
It says New York.
Huh. And they're all wearing tuxedos.
Amazing.
Black tie. These kids mean business. They're not even playing, but they're marching with such precision.
And they're large.
All right,
It's a
here
large
come the-
group.
They're about to start. Hold on. I've noticed that to really hear the band, you have to be in front of them. By the time they're next to you, it's very hard to hear them. But
Yeah.
when they're coming, that's when they sound the best. All right, what do we have here?
Dublin.
A whole contingent from the wonderful city of Dublin. And boy, are they hungry, taking all our...
Donut holes.
and that's what it's here for.
Yep.
That's absolutely what it's here for. Wonderful. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody, from this glorious, glorious location. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back to this awesome parade, St. Patrick's Day parade. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Greg Kelly.
Let's go, Brandon.
On the Red Apple Podcast Network.
Greg Kelly.
On the Red Apple Podcast Network.
Well, here we are, live at the St. Patrick's Day Parade in New York City. A magnificent tradition here. Why are you guys making all those? What are you... Hi. I've got technical people trying to say something. Are you trying to say my father's on the phone? I understand that. Ray Kelly, the longest-serving police commissioner in New York City history, who had the honor of being the grand marshal of this very parade while he was police commissioner, and I think you have said before, I caught you saying it, it was one of the highlights of your life. Welcome back, Dad. How are you?
I'm fine. And it was a highlight of my life. And you were there. You participated. Correct?
Yes,
Great.
I know. Yes. So we're all here, and I remember it well. But, you know, you're the police commissioner. You were the man, and it's such a worthy honor. You were worthy of the honor, I think, actually, given your lifetime of service and, of course, your Irish heritage. You know, we it's interesting, growing up, how we did. We were thoroughly Americanized, and I think both of us have been trying to tap into our Irish roots a little bit later than some people who either came here first generation, that kind of thing. Tell us what you know about your ancestors, your Irish ancestors.
Well, I know my father's ancestors came from Roscommon, and I'm not certain where my mother's ancestors came from. But, we didn't have that much of it's sort of an awareness of the Irish culture and heritage that I think now when I look back, I'm sorry we didn't, because it's a great heritage. And I was at the church today. This is Bishop Hicks's first St. Patrick's Day, and the church, St. Patrick's, was packed. You could hardly find a seat. Yeah, and there's just lots of familiar faces, people that I knew, or at least I just knew their face. And it was the cold day to march, I'll tell you that. This is I've marched in many of these parades, and boy, it's rare that you get a warm day. It always seems to be windy and breezy and
sunny. It's a sunny day, not a cloud in the sky. There was a bit of a fire earlier that had us a little bit concerned. Hey, as we have a great big parade down Fifth Avenue, look, we're right down the block from Trump Tower. We are at war right now in Iran. We are a target, whether we like it or not. New York City has been a target for a long time. We have had now 4 more or less successful terrorist attacks in America in the past month. Michigan, Old Dominion University. We also had the situation outside of Gracie Mansion. Fortunately, those did not detonate, but it's breaking out all over the place. How do you think the city is prepared for this kind of moment?
Well, I think the city is doing everything it reasonably can do. You have 10 million people a workday come into New York. An awful lot of people, an awful lot of potential for similar acts that you just mentioned. And let me tell you, the attempted bombing at the Gracie Mansion, that was real serious stuff. It did not detonate, but if it did, it would have taken a lot of lives. That was a big deal. And they even talked about, the perpetrators talked about replicating Boston, actually creating more havoc and more injuries than the marathon in Boston a few years ago. So, the threat has gone up, certainly in my opinion, and a lot of other people's opinion, as a result of the war, as a result of the attack on Iran. And we all have to be careful, all have to be on the lookout.
We also have a mayor right now who, let's face it, is, shall we say, unique allegiances and values. I never thought we'd be in this kind of situation. Apparently the word is he doesn't like his commissioners or anybody in law enforcement talking about ISIS in his presence. It hurts his feelings somehow. It's just unbelievable. I can't, the denialism. And, hey, Dad, actually, you know what's coming up the block right now? The fire department. 343 still counting. The New York City Fire Department, that is their banner. 343 firefighters lost on 9/11, and still counting.
Yeah. If that had been similar injuries in the police department that day, it would have been like well over 1,200 fatalities. And it's just hard to fathom, isn't it? 343 firefighters running into that building, just not concerned about their own safety, the safety of others. They want to rescue people. And of course, it turned out to be the bleakest day in the history of the New York City Fire Department. And it's something that I think will last forever as far as having an impact on the fire department. Probably their training and certainly their traditions, and certainly that day is always going to be memorialized by the fire department and other civil service.
You know, each fire department contingent, each holding a flag. I think they had 343 flags, followed by the families of the fallen. What heroes in their own right. I remember the numbers. Of course, these numbers have. Hi, how are you? Nice to see you. 343 firefighters, 23 New York City police officers, 37 Port Authority police officers, and 3 court officers, in addition to nearly 3,000 New Yorkers, Americans, people from all over the world. And 25 years ago, to me, it seems, quite frankly, like it just happened. There was the time before 9/11 and the time after 9/11. The time before 9/11 was interminable. The time since has gone by in the blink of an eye. And I guess that's life. But we will never forget.
You were at ground zero during that day. You were right in the middle of it. I think you were pretty lucky to not get injured in any way. So, go ahead, Tom.
No. You're right. Thank you. It's all kind of coming back all over again. Watching those firefighters, and there's a solemnity, an appropriate solemnity, actually, to their marching, and that banner, 343 and counting. The 9/11 related illnesses are real, and they have affected so many. I know there's a fair amount of controversy and dissatisfaction with what the government has done and not done. Have they done right by those families? You know, there's been a lot of politics, and so I guess that's life, though. That's life and death, in a way. So we are live outside the Apple Store, across the street from Bergdorf Goodman and the Plaza Hotel, and just down the block from the Trump Tower. You know, you mentioned, okay, perhaps we, as Americans, proud to be Americans, we did not immerse ourselves as much as we would have liked in Irish culture. We're trying to fix that with your granddaughters, 4-year-old Madeline and 6-year-old Annalise. Arrangements are being made for Christmas in Ireland in 2027. It's a ways off, but that'll give us a lot of planning, and we'll be able to take a lot of time to track down our roots, talk to some folks in the family, and the rest. So we appreciate... Yeah, what do you say, huh? We got to do it. We got to do it right and make up for some lost time. I'm looking at Seaford, Long Island, with the great big marching band from Seaford. Peter King's hometown, I believe. A great member of Congress and a great Irishman for many, many years. All right, Ray Kelly, we appreciate it very much. You say hi to Mom, okay?
Will do.
All right, Dad.
Right now.
Okay, love you, love Mom, and we'll talk soon. All right, we are going to take another break as we broadcast live from this amazing position. Perfect seat to watch all of the proud marchers, those who are Irish, those who want to be Irish, those who love the Irish. It's St. Patrick's Day in New York City. We'll be right back.
Greg Kelly
on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
Greg Kelly, entertaining and informative.
On the Red Apple Podcast Network.
Well, we're back at the parade. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. And we are joined once again by our sponsor. He's a great man, great businessman, and he makes a great pizza and a great donut. Stephen Klein. He is the CEO and founder of Dough Donuts and Cello Pizza. Stephen, first off, thank you for all of the donuts. And we're not just, it's not just for us. They're giving them basically to everybody who marches by. Your donuts and your munchkins. What do you call them? You don't call them munchkins.
We call them donut holes,
Donut
not
holes.
munchkins.
That's beautiful.
And I love the reaction by everybody walking down the parade, enjoying the donut holes, especially the young kids and all the firemen and all the marchers and police. It's just amazing.
And you were saying, we were talking about 9/11 a few moments ago, and it brought back some memories for you.
Well, as a person who actually visually saw the destruction of 9/11 or the World Trade Center from my warehouse at the time in Long Island City, and watching the firemen go down and see, the amount of firemen that, died from 9/11, I think it's a time that we have to remember. It's not a time to forget. And I think it's a time that people have to understand what we went through as New York City, and we can never forget it, especially in these times. And I think as Americans, as New Yorkers, we have to back our military. We can't talk in any way negative about our military and what they're trying to do to give us peace in the world. And I think it's a time to back America and not have a political dispute. They're fighting for our freedom. They're fighting for our kids. They're fighting for the future of the world. And it's a time never to talk negative of your military. It's a time to remember your military, and they're doing a phenomenal job protecting our country, protecting our cities. And it's just a time to feel good about America. It's a time to feel, emotionally that America is coming back. America is doing what's right. And it's a time that no negativity.
I love it, Stephen. I love it, Stephen Klein. I'm not going to be negative about anything other than the mayor and General Milley. He's the one military guy we can rip on any day of the week. James Flippin, our news director, is enjoying the parade as well. James, is this your first, second, 15th, 20th parade? How many?
Let's see. It's somewhere probably up above the 10 mark at this point, having covered them for news purposes. And I'm telling you, everybody, you get people in uniform. They love 77 WABC. They appreciate how we celebrate New York City. And this is a celebration of New York City. It's a celebration of St. Patrick's Day. He was here. Sid was here.
Hey, how are you? How are you?
And being Irish.
Who's this contingent? We got great firefighters. I can't tell what jurisdiction. Lieutenant. How are you there, Captain? I'm not sure. Hi, what department? What department? Glenville. Oh. Glenville. Okay. Well, hey, Guy, how are you? Thank you very much. Great to see you. People are coming by. Oh, look at these firefighters. You know what they're carrying? An axe. He's got
yeah.
He's got an axe.
Yep.
Thank goodness he's a firefighter. No one is supposed to have an axe other than a lumberjack and a firefighter.
Yep.
Anybody else, it's bad news. This is the Westchester Firefighters Emerald Society, pipes and drums. And here they come. Uh-oh. Oh, for a moment there, I thought I had to stand up. I got to stand up whenever it's the Marine Corps hymn.
Oh, okay.
And that's a song that sounds very good on bagpipes.
Yep.
Bagpipes are very difficult to play. Did you know that?
I have been told that they're very difficult to play, yes.
So, Stephen Klein, you were saying free donuts for cops and firefighters? Is that
Correct.
A standing rule?
That's a standing rule. We donate all our extra donuts and even pizza and even any kind of donuts to our firemen, our police, and our homeless. That's a policy that we try and do since we started 14 years ago.
That's beautiful. Cops and donuts, they go together kind of, right? I mean, Cops and
And
Greg
so-
Kelly go together.
And so do firemen. They love donuts
Well,
as well.
Everybody loves donuts. That's
Everybody
And it
loves
puts
them.
a smile on everybody's face.
So listen, you notice I'm not eating any donuts today.
Correct.
I'm
Last
do-
time,
well-
you ate a lot of donuts. Couldn't
doesn't
stop
sound
eating
like
the
him.
donuts.
So he comes into the station with about 50 boxes of donuts. I no kidding had about a box and a half.
Yeah.
And I actually the wonderful thing about your donuts and is that they are like truly not mass produced. Homemade, that kind of thing. So they didn't make me feel funny. I felt great. No byproducts, no weird chemicals in there or anything like that. All right, where is this department from? They
Westchester.
are from another Westchester. I saw one from Nebraska earlier. Wish we could have talked to. We were during the commercial break. How are you, sir? Good to see you. Thank you. Brave people marching up Fifth Avenue. They're brave. Well, this is probably the least difficult thing they ever have to do, but it's a lot of fun. And what they have to do for their job is, take amazing risks that most of us can't even fathom or imagine. Going into a burning building while it's burning.
Yeah.
No thanks. But I'm so glad that we have professionals who know how to do that and do it for us. And not only burning buildings, gosh, so many other calamities, gas leaks, carbon monoxide, poisoning, you name it. The firefighter is summoned, and they respond so fast and so professionally, and everybody loves firefighters. You'll notice that not everybody loves cops.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of a shame. No, I mean, look, my dad was telling me this once a long
Except
time
when you
ago.
need 'em.
Except when you need them.
Then you love 'em.
Cops are often there, to deliver bad news or to arrest you and that kind of thing. They don't have the universal love that firefighters do. But of course, just like firefighters, they are necessary. And deep down, even the naysayers, when they're in a jam, they will call the cops. We love and support law enforcement, our military, and our Irish heritage today. James Flippin, what is the logistics, the route of this parade? We're at 58th or so. Yeah. Where did it start and where does it end?
a great question.
I think it's
No, it started at 44th,
44th.
and it goes up to like 72nd.
So Mr. Klein's on top of it, thankfully.
Yes,
I'm
indeed.
trying. I'm trying to be. I'm trying to be.
And it kicked off at what time?
11.
11. Perfect. Thank you, Mr.
Yes,
Klein.
great.
All right, who's coming next year? We've got is it the Hospital Corps? FDNY Emergency Medical Service. The people who occupy the ambulances, the EMTs and the rest. They do a fabulous job. A couple of years ago, a friend of mine fainted in a restaurant, and I had to get them to the hospital and called 911, the whole 9 yards, and they came and put the person in the ambulance, and I got to ride in the ambulance.
Wow.
It was one of the coolest things that ever happened. Not exactly sure what became of my friend. We lost track.
Oh,
Not then.
Not that day.
Then.
Okay, good,
I mean,
good.
they made it through. FDNY EMS,
Our-
Emergency Medical Services.
I think our fire commissioner's former EMS, correct?
Yeah, and people kind of wondered about that.
Yeah.
I mean, make them the head of the EMS, maybe not the fire department.
Well, but they're hand in hand, right? I mean, it's the
To a point. I mean, all right. Look, James, you're going there. You know what I'm talking about. There was controversy about
Yes,
that.
yes.
And also, did identity politics play a role?
Lillian Bonsignor, is that the name?
Yeah, that's it. And, people scratch their heads and wonder, are people being given jobs because they are the most qualified?
Right.
Or because they fit some bill? I mean, for instance, the new head of the LGBTQIA plus office that the mayor proudly unveiled. Is that person occupying that office because they're qualified or because they're trans? I wonder. That's a good question.
It is a fair question, yeah.
Right?
Although the trans thing might add to your qualifications for that particular position.
Look, the whole office, quite frankly, is a farce.
Yeah.
How are you, sir? Can you come over for a moment?
We may be getting
Can
a
you
guest
make it-
here.
Yeah, bro.
He's coming through.
Oh, FDNY. All right, listen, we're going to stay clear of politics and just worship this hero. Hello, sir. What is your name?
Greg Kelly, how you doing?
I'm Greg Kelly. What's your name?
I'm Liam from the fire department.
Amazing, Liam. What is
see you.
You look great. Happy St. Patrick's Day. What is this?
Yes.
I follow you guys.
What does this day mean for you?
I'm from Ross Cray, Tipperary originally. I come to America in 1958 legally, Idlewild Airport.
That's amazing. Wow. Well, happy St. Patrick's Day, Liam. It's so good to see you. Grand day indeed. Thank you. I sure will. How about that? He is possibly, sorry, he's got to go catch up with this group.
That's the problem. People have to
He was
sprint
the
to catch up.
jolliest. That's the highlight of the day so far. Meeting Liam from the FDNY. He must have been a little baby when he came here, right? In 1958. He's not that much older than we are. Well, actually, I don't know how old he is. I'm not going to ask. But he had his white gloves and his dress uniform, and he looked absolutely fantastic. All right. Now, with that, there's a great big lull in the parade. In fact, let's take a look down the block. Hey, look at all those people with cowboy hats. Uh-oh. Something solemn is happening. Are they raising the national anthem or something? Am I supposed to stop? I tell you what we're going to do.
Grace.
Let's take a quick break. Find out what the hell is going on. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. We're right in the middle of this beautiful parade that is on pause for a moment.
Thanks for listening to The Greg Kelly Show. You can hear The Greg Kelly Show weekdays at 12:15 on 77 WABC. If you like the podcast, share it with your friends and listen anytime at WABCRadio.com and download the WABC Radio app. Hit that subscribe button on all major podcast platforms. Plus, follow WABC on social on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and X. See you next time for a new episode so you never have to wonder.
What the heck is going on here?